So today I am bringing you a Twin Peaks inspired makeup tutorial, specifically taking inspiration from Shelly, one of my favorite characters on Twin Peaks. I love the makeup on Twin Peaks. You know, it had that 90s flair to it, but it still looks really beautiful today because although it does have, you know, that 90s sort of lip, everything else is really soft. I was watching the premiere of the new season of Twin Peaks last night, so I just thought I would do a makeup tutorial on Shelly's very classic look from the first 2 seasons. So I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know down below if you enjoyed it, what you thought of the newest episode. Keep the spoilers out of it, you don't want to do that to someone. And let's jump into the tutorial. Right, so the first step to achieving Shelly's makeup look is of course base. We're going to be using a more natural to matte finish foundation. In order to prep my skin, I want to go in with something a little bit hydrating just because my skin is quite dry. Matte foundations sometimes don't get along with it very well. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. We're gonna go in with the Lancome 10 Idole foundation, and this one's really great because it gives a very skin-like finish, but it's a little bit more on the matte side. I would say it's more natural than matte. Shelly's makeup, and a lot of makeup in the 90s especially, was a little bit more on the matte side. We don't want this to be very full coverage because her makeup never looks full coverage, at least. I mean, there's no way to really know how much she was wearing on set, but we want it to be a very polished look without looking too perfected. And next I'm going to be going in with a bit of concealer. I'm using my tried and true Maybeline Fit Me. Now that we have our base down, I want to go into the eyes. Shelly's eye makeup is usually very diffused, very neutral, and really is just about adding a little bit of definition to the eyes rather than really being dramatic. So I'm going to take this little dual-ended Eco Tools brush, and today I'm using my Tarlette palette. Going in with Supermom, which is really just kind of like a vanilla shade, and I'm setting the concealer on my eyes down. With the same brush, I'm gonna use this guy. It's called Force of Nature. It's a very basic soft brown. And what I'm gonna be doing is just using this in the crease. Next, I'm going to be using a little bit of Dreamer. It's like a milky chocolate brown. And I'm really just going to try and get as close as I can to my lash line and kind of define the lashes a little bit since I won't be using eyeliner. So as you can see, it just adds a little bit of definition to the upper eyelashes. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Wanderer right here and just focus that on the outer half of my eye. I'm gonna use this little e.l.f. brush and take a little bit more of Supermom and kind of highlight the brow bone just a tad. Adding a little bit more of Supermom to the inner half of my eye to kind of brighten that area up. And that's pretty much the eyeshadow. It's really simple. I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes and add a coat of my Covergirl Lashblast. So there's the eye look. So next I'm going to go in with a little bit of a brow. She has a very arched eyebrow. As you can see, my eyebrows are quite straight. So I'm gonna try and fake a little bit of an arch. I think we're all given eyebrows that really frame our face perfectly, and we're just kind of born with whatever is gonna look best on us. So I'm not really going to alter how my eyebrows look exactly, but I do want to try and give them just a slight arch, more than I would normally have. I'm using the NYX Micro Brow. I'm faking that arch by actually going up a little higher in here. One didn't really turn out that bad, but as you can see, it gives a pretty decent lift to the eye. I'm gonna spoolie these out and blend them a little bit because I don't want them to be too dramatic, but I secretly don't mind. Then I'm just gonna set them with a little bit of Boy Brow and clear. Her eyebrows are much more polished rather than very feathery. So now we're just gonna finish up the rest of the face, and I'm going to use a little bit of this Wet n Wild pressed powder, the Photofocus powder, and just use a little bit of that on the cheeks because I'm gonna be putting a bit of blush on. And again, she has a little bit more of like a matte look. I'm not gonna put it all over the face just because my skin is already pretty dry, but a little bit on the cheeks to kind of prime them a bit. And Shelly's cheek color is usually like a neutral peachy color or a peach with a little bit of pink. It's nothing candy colored. It's nothing too warm. I'm using the shade Exposed from Tarte. I'm using this to sculpt the cheeks a little bit too. As you can see, it's a very natural color. And next we have the lips. So I'm first gonna line my lips with the Rimmel Addiction Exaggerate lip liner. Rimmel makes a great lip liner. And I'm just lining them, and then I'm going in with the Nars Walkyrie Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. I look so crazy right now.